Hello guys, it's Susanna here. I thought I'd excuse me, do a little bit of show and tell, show you where I'm up to on my Sew for the Soul. But first I will show you my beautifully covered ironing board thingy. It's really cute. This was a bit of a tricky part, doing that at the back. But I've tucked it in and I've put that piece all the way up to the top because that first piece was only about here, and I've managed to get it with only one tie, so I've hammered that down a little bit and then I've given it a bit of a clean. But how cute is that? Oh, I love it. I love how it has turned out. So I'm going to probably put that just here and then maybe put some bits and pieces on there, because I've got my little new ironing board, my little new iron. Isn't that cute? And then I've got this this little felt mat thing that I've got here, so thought I'd just show you how it turned out. Rather happy with that in the beautiful colour. Okay, so that's one part of the show and tell. Then I'll show you how I'm coming along with this. I have decided that I'm going to do the 3 of those there. Then I put one here and I put 2 there, and then I did some words. So I just did love, peace and joy. Did some little seed stitching along here. Did stitching all the way around here. Added this little bit. I wanted to add some of that really nice fabric I've been using on the thing, and I found this little belt buckle, so I stuck that underneath, and it sort of goes with the circly theme. So show you how I'm going with it all. So I've done a little bit more. Oh, and I did some of these bullion knots. It's the first time I've done bullion knots, and I think they look pretty cool. Did that. I did stitch around there and then put little French knots in there and put them along there. So it's coming along. Oh, and I sewed around the edge because it was fraying, and so I just sort of what was happened to be in the sewing machine at the time, but it's sort of a greeny grey, which goes really well. So there you go, that's what I've done. I still need to do a little bit more, but it's getting there. Okay, so that's that. Then just off screen, doing bits and pieces on my own. I'll just sit down now. I made this sewing case. I had got this little piece on eBay that I bought. It was an old vintage piece of, old quilt. So it didn't have an edge on it, so I put the edge on there, and then I just added some rickrack, put those on there, stitched that on there, had this little button, and I thought I'm going to put that on there because I use my glasses. So I love this button. I just got a bit of wool, made that on there so I could tie it up. Big enough to hold these scissors, bits and pieces of this sort of stuff. I just bought these yesterday, so I might clip these on. And the reason why I got this is because when you're doing stuff like, because this is quilting wadding, when you're making little bits and pieces, fabric sticks to that. So when I'm doing some hexies or paper piecing, it will stick to it. And then the centre piece I've got for my pins, and then another pocket at the back, which I might, just bought these yesterday, stick those onto. You can buy them in bulk pack, or my local quilt shop sells them individually, because they come in packs of 50 and they're about $50 something each, and so she just opens up the pack and sells them for $1 each, which is good, so I thought I'll buy 4. So there you go. So there's my little sewing case. I had it on my Instagram, so some people may have seen it. Okay, and then I bought a couple of these little jelly rolls. I've got this one, and I've got another one that's over there as well, on eBay, and with it I bought this soda swap, because I thought, oh, it had a hexies and all that kind of stuff, and it's got some really cute little projects in there. And as I was looking through it, it said Melanie, and I'm doing, as you know, a collaboration, and here's Melanie Sullivan. So there you go. It was nice to, I mean, I've seen what Melanie looks like anyway, but I'm like, oh, she's in a book. So there you go. So I got to know her a little bit, because it had a few bits and pieces, but I just bought it on eBay, some, you know, just because I like the look of it and what I read about it, and it's got some really good projects in there. But it was really nice to see one of my friends in there. So yeah, so there you go. There you go, Melanie, you're famous. So I got that book, and I got some of these. I actually got these yesterday from the op shop. Just all different sample blocks. So they're good for ideas. This is actually not a bad one. It's fairly up to date. Whereas this Debbie Mum, I remember when Debbie Mum was in, and I used to love her stuff. But you look at it now and it's quite dated. But I love some of the patterns. This one in particular I really loved. It had the little Christmas and the birds and all that kind of stuff. But I remember buying her cards, and you know, I love her illustrations. But you look at it now, and some of the stuff is, you know, like, they're so big, it's quite dated, but I still really like it. But really, really nice illustrations. There you go. And where's that one? I thought, oh, I love this kitchen. There it is. Nothing to carve out there. Isn't that cute? Look at that cooker. I love the cooker. So I got that one, and then I found this one the other day, miniature quilts, which is what I thought, I'm not going to make massive big quilts anymore. So yes, I'm going to do some miniature quilts actually, and there's one quilt in here in particular that I wanted to show you, that's leading into what I want to show you today. Probably this one, lattice, and I'll probably make it similar to that. So the centerpiece will be what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to, yeah, I like that style. So, which is that, but I'm just going to do 6. So, and leading into that, books and everything everywhere, I went to Gail's Patchwork yesterday. Dangerous place, that. Got some extra of this fabric because I really liked it, and got this really cute, it's linen kitty fabric. Isn't it cute? I'm not really a cat person, but I just love that 50s, that just saw the retro style, and then I found this fabric as well. But then I, just as I was leaving, always the way, I found this, which is what I'm going to be working on and starting today. It is by Devon Stone Design, Ready for Christmas. And I don't know, I'll have to have a look if you can see it or not. A bit of a pattern. So this is a Stitchery. Got the cutest little things on there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm picking 6 for me, and then some of the others I'm going to, I like that one, make, and then I'll probably do make some TNs. So what I'm doing today, I've got my this out, and then I'm going to use the colours I'm using. I've just picked out, I want reds, greens and teals, so I sort of want, you know, it's sort of traditional, but I sort of wanted a little bit more, you know, country, all that kind of stuff. So they're sort of the similar colours that I want. Now I've got to get out my where are we? This, wonder where they are. My little brushes that I normally use. Here they are for when I paint. I'll grab that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some stitcheries, and hang 10, I'm just going to get some of this, which I will need, and I'll probably need that. So what I'm doing today is a bit of stitching. Not a bit of stitching, a little bit of painting in order to stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint inside with watercolour. On my bunny I did, I used acrylic and watered down, but I found some of that was a little bit hard to stitch in. So I want to see how big is that centrepiece supposed to be. How to make this miniature quilt number 1. Does it have cutting instructions? 12 blocks using it's paper piecing method. Okay, well, don't know how I'll go with that, but I'll pick a size of, I'm gonna sort of, you know, sometimes you can pick the design. I definitely want to do this one. I really like it. You better be careful. And I'll just cut in between. So I'll paint that one today. Really like this guy. And actually really like the words on the bottom there, so I'm going to keep them. And then I'll figure out what size I want. So I'm going to do him. May get a chance to do more than just that. So I'm doing that one. And I want this little guy as well. Hopefully I'm in camera. I just love the way everything sticks. Okay. And then I might pause it so you don't have to sit there and watch me cut. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. I picked ones for myself that weren't particularly snowy. So I picked a little bird. I mean, even though this has got a boot, I really liked the word Merry Christmas and the little, this is a skiing thing. Because we don't have snow here in Australia. The little reindeer. I sort of tried to pick, I've got 2 wreaths I've got two sort of circle-y Christmassy ones, and then I really like that one because of the mice, and I thought I don't mind the Christmas stockings either. So they're the 6 that I've picked. I've got all the quite funnily enough, all the elves are the ones that are being left. So yeah, I like that, but it doesn't work for me. That's cute, little dog singing. Yeah, so what I'm going to probably do is probably paint some of them, and I was thinking of turning some of these into TNs or something like that. So we'll see how we go with those. But for myself, I've got these colours. I'm going to be actually put that over there. Open these up. Ugh. And show you how to do the painting. So I just spritz them all to get them wet. Here. Okay, now just a fine one. Has it got any more water in it? Nope. I'll use the brush anyway. Okay, I might do move this stuff out of the way so that hopefully we're in view. Now put that down there, get everything all organised, have a sip of cup of tea. So I probably won't do any stitching today, but I will show you how I do my how you can watercolour. Now this to me looks a bit like a red-breasted robin, so I'm going to use this colour here because it's linen, and it seems really dark, but it always goes lighter, always. You know what? I might even wet it a little bit. See, that's going to bleed, which is what I want, but maybe not so far. So, because it's bleeding rather fast, I'm going to quickly dry that. So this is how you do it. I don't know if you can see this on camera. And that sets it in. Okay. It was probably I wet it too fast. That's got a bit of a leakage on the side there, but that's okay. Now we're going to paint the actual birdie. So you stick into the edge of it, because as you can see it does bleed, so you don't go all the way to the end. What I might do is get a bit of white and now what have we got? Maybe a little bit of brown here, bit of highlight, and then for that wing, don't want to go too close. we go. Now, geez, really bleeding. It's bleeding something shocking. Once again, I'll put that on there and dry it. It always goes a little bit lighter, thank goodness. Okay, now I'm going to do the berries, so I might just put a little dot in the middle and just allow that to bleed. Because it's a pretty dark colour. Okay. Yeah, pretty dark. You know what I mean? Look at that, just as what I'm doing, just doing in the middle. Because it's bleeding. And then I'll come back over it with some water to let it go a little bit further out. Okay. Just seems to be sitting on the top of some of it. Some fabrics do not bleed this much, I can tell you. Hopefully I'm in camera. This does bleed an awful lot. How many times can I say the word bleed? Especially when I'm using red. That's funny. Okay. Now, okay, put that down like that. Give it a good iron. And one of those berries have really gone berserk. Even though I really didn't do too much in it. How to fix mistakes. A little bit of white. Actually, I might even do a little bit of white with that. Blend it in. That's amazing. You can sort of see how little I put on there. bleeding like that. It's crazy. Okay. Okay. So it's good having the iron handy. And that's okay if I stuff up because it's only mine. It's probably not a bad thing that I'm doing mine first. Okay. Now, I'll go over that again a little bit later. Use this as my wiping rag. Okay, now we've got green. Depending what type of green we're wanting to go for. I think I like this one. Might just have to do a line. See how we go with that. So, to look. There you go. Sometimes it's enough and sometimes it's not. It's really annoying me, but it's okay. Oh, that's cute. Am I in camera? Yes, I am. That's good. So I'm going to grab some fabrics and I'll just do some stitching around there. Do some stem stitch. This way I get in a little bit of two things that I love, artwork as well as doing stitching. So I do a little bit of the painting and a bit of the stitching. Okay. Yeah, it just seems to be sitting on top to begin with and then it soaks in, which can be a little annoying. There we go. Now, well, I'll do the green on the here. I have to be pretty careful. Then we're going to do a red hat. So if I use these three colours and then maybe a bit of that blue, that's why the red, green and the blue will come come in handy. I'm wondering whether I should do a little blue hat rather than doing your standard normal hat. I'll do a little orange beak. I'm going to be careful with that one. And then, okay, might do some ironing. Looking rather cute so far. Once you do the stitching too, it'll make it stand out a little bit more. See how much it dries so much lighter. And then we've got the blue. I might do a little blue hat. Who says you need a red one, eh? Not me. This is how you incorporate the colours in that you want. It's got little crosses on there, so I might even do some little crosses in embroidery on there, which is really cute. Okay, do a bit of ironing, and then I'll finish up. Here we go. Doing little extra bits here and there. Finish the gaps. Yep, I'll finish up and continue painting, and then I'll probably do some stitching in the next video and maybe show you some of the colours that I use. It's rather cute. It's a bit rough. I've got to go around it, you know, I've got to colour that in white, and I'll probably do, it looks like a little bell, so maybe I should do it in a silvery colour. Looks a little dark. There you go, how cute's that? So I'll be colouring in the rest of the other ones, and yeah, I'll be back in the next one to show you a little bit of stitching. So I'm just going to do like stem stitch on that, and then around that, and maybe a little French knot where the dots are, and sort of go around it, and then cut up all the fabrics. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my show and tell and my start on a Christmas project, and I'll catch you a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Bye.